Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's presentation of Harmonize to Energize. My name is Terry Matthews. I work here at the international headquarters for Jin Shin Jyutsu in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. So I hope you're all doing well. And I'd be delighted to share with you more information on how we can harmonize attitudes. We began, if you remember, looking at our fingers and understanding how just simply holding and breathing through each digit, we can begin to harmonize different layers of emotional responses to our daily life. And we discussed how when they become hardened, they become attitudes. And we have a little chart here, which I'll share the screen with. And we saw that the thumb can harmonize worry, index, fear, middle, anger, ring, sadness, and little finger, the pretense. And we also talked about that each one of them really are different qualities of fear. And I just want to add a little more information to what you already know. Nothing that'll be too stressful, but to give you some sense of what else you might do as you're beginning to practice harmonizing with these fingers. And today, like I said, we're going to be working with the middle finger. If I didn't, I've just said it, to harmonize the attitude of anger. So let us return. Yeah, so the thing I wanted to add to the pot, if you will, is that in terms of how energy moves down the front of the body and up the back, we can mimic that with the palms of our hands and our fingers. So in anatomical position, we place our hands with the palms facing outwards and the fingers pointing down, and that naturally directs energy to go down on the exhale. When we switch them around that way, that naturally directs the energy to go up on the inhale. So how does that help us? Well, when we begin to hold our digits, the thumb, you remember the leader, can help us direct whether we want to do inhale or exhale. So if we wanted to do exhale, we could actually place the thumb pointing down on the palm side of the thumb and put the fingers wrapped around the rest. If we wanted to do inhale, we put it on the top of the thumb and so on and so forth around every finger. And that you will work out as you go along by monitoring, by being aware, by being the witness to what's going on in you as you do these practices. So just an additional tip there, which some of you may find useful. Now, today, as I said, we're going to be looking at harmonizing the attitude of anger. And in Mary's Self-Help Book 1, those of you that have a copy, page 29, Self-Help Book 1, page 29, Mary begins to talk about how to harmonize the attitude of anger. And this is how she describes anger. She describes it as cowardly, irritable, indecisive, unstable, not alert, emotional, an imbalance in our individualized gallbladder and liver energy pattern. Well, it just so happens that the gallbladder energy, which is a descending energy, runs down of that there side nearest the index finger of the middle finger, and the liver, which is ascending energy, moves along that side of the middle finger close to the ring finger. So she's given us some more information. And as we go along, we'll find that these fingers can harmonize everything. As I said last week, the quote from Mary about Jiro Morai, in the ultimate sense, we can learn to harmonize absolutely everything through the fingers. All right. So all those different symptoms, if you like, of anger, you may recognize some and you may say, well, no, I'm not. Well, then that shows that you've reached a point of balance and harmony. And so you may find that you work with another set of fingers. Whatever you feel, by examining the fingers that we're going to use and getting a sense from how your own energy is with you right now in the present is what you'll work with. So those of you that have been following Harmonize to Energize may choose to say, well, I'm not in an angry mood today, I'm in a worry mood. So you know how to deal with worry. Go right ahead. I'm more fearful. Go right ahead. However, for the purposes of learning, for the new people and everything, I am going to concentrate on harmonizing anger. And the three fingers that Mary uses, little, ring, and middle. Little, ring, and middle. Remember, left side encourages an exhale, as well as this palm down. And right side encourages an inhale. So just put your hands in your lap and feel around your fingers of left or right. And see which way you want to start. Start on that left little finger, maybe, and then go to the left ring finger, left middle finger. And the same on the right, little, ring, middle. Examine. Is there some tenderness down either side? So maybe that's the side I go with today. So once you've made your choice, we're going to, as we always do, work through the cycle of the 36 breaths. And we'll do 3 cycles working with the fingers. And then we'll draw the 4th and final 9th cycle, either by giving yourself a hug, thumbs underneath the shoulder girdle and fingers on the side of the shoulder blade, or the self-help mediator, or indeed you can hold any one of those fingers which you felt needed a little bit more help and a little bit more love. So, without further ado, let's begin. And just another quick reminder. Self-Help Book 2 is a recipe for how to approach doing your self-help. I'm not saying you should do it exactly as written, but these are very helpful guidelines. And if it helps you to follow them, go right ahead. Relax. Be the dropping of your shoulders. You can feel like they're dropping into your feet. I like to see myself in a lift and I'm going all the way down. And remember, we talked about energy moving from the 4 safety energy lock, the occiput, through the 15 at the hip line, through the big toe at the 7, and then returning 7, 15, 4. You can use that idea if you wish. We also talked about energy spiraling. You can use that idea if you wish. So as your shoulders drop, drop, drop down, bow your head slightly, do the smile. And then Mary says, exhale, unload all dirt, dust, greasy grime. All skepticisms, which, by the way, she also later describes as fear, doubt, skepticism. You might want to ponder that. And then enjoy inhaling, receiving your breath of life. And be the essence within the breath. We're having this discussion about what the essence is within the breath. It's all different frequencies of energy. So at one level, it's light. And maybe at another level, it's liquid. And maybe at another level, it's gas. Anyway, it's the essence. The essence. So let us begin. And I'm going to begin on my left. You choose left or right. And we're going to hold our left or right little finger. Close our eyes. Keep your back as straight as you can if you can. Get a cushion to support if you need. Keep your feet firmly on the ground. Feel the connection between your head and your feet through the hip line 15. Drop those shoulders in. Exhale. And naturally receive the cosmic purified energy or the breath essence. And we'll do that 8 more times. Here we go. And I fully understand your metabolic rate may be much different to mine. So if you've already done your 9, that's fine. I'm catching up. Actually, I think it's important to say here that Mary emphasized no comparing or competing. So I'm not catching up. I'm just being who I am. So when you come to that final or that 9th exhalation, inhalation, you simply be. It's the reverse of do. We be before we do. And we be aware of where we are in our energy field right now, who we are, how we are connecting, head to toe, skin to bone, heaven to earth, hands, feet. We're in this beautiful ellipse, if you like, cocoon, or the oval, as Mary would call it, the egg, cosmic egg, where the blueprint of all our energy is, all our organs, everything. So just be aware. What's happening right now for you? In this beautiful 9th space, 9th depth energy, the no thing, the mind can rest. So just be aware of what you noticed. Maybe a sore toe, finger, part of the abdomen, maybe around your heart area, maybe not. And then we're going to hold left or right ring finger, whatever you chose. And we begin again, another cycle of 9, exhaling down the front, from heaven to earth, head to toe, sinking shoulders, bowing slightly, smiling if we can, and then naturally inhaling. Eight more times. Well, that was good for me. It stirred up some energy that I needed to release in my ring finger. So when you reach that 9th cycle of exhale, inhale, again, just simply be. Just settle in to wherever you are energetically in your oval, ovum, egg, and feel, just sense. And then we gently move on to the middle finger, which, if you like, is the ringleader of harmonizing the attitude of anger, irritability, frustration. And again, you can choose, remember, thumb, palm side, helps exhale, thumb, backside, helps inhale, or like me. And we begin again. 9 exhalation inhalations, down the front, up the back. Here we go. So as you reach that 9th exhalation, inhalation, end of that cycle, before we begin the last one, again, slip into neutral. Observe how you eat, how you be, how you feel, where you feel. Here you are actually holding the middle finger. Maybe you felt something around the liver gallbladder area, maybe not. Remember, there were 3 fingers involved. One helping to harmonize heart, small intestine, the other lung, large intestine. So just be the observer. And then to complete the final cycle, the 4 sets of 9, as I say, you can use the hug for what we have received. May we be truly grateful. Placing the thumbs under the shoulder girdle, fingers under the side, the shoulder blade there on the edge of the shoulder blade. You can choose any one of those fingers that you were working with. Or you can do the self-help mediator left or right. So we have this mudra, the ring finger, the thumb over the nail, the ring finger, and the right leg into the left side if it is the left mediator, and vice versa if you're going to do the other one. Or you can simply just put the Safety Energy Lock ones together with that combination. So you're the artist, go right ahead and choose. I like to do this for the last 9. Here we go. Exhaling, drop the shoulders. Whew. Move, allow the energy to just wend and wind its way in its spiral. Head to toe, skin to bone, toe to head. 8 more times. And as you come to that 9th exhalation, inhalation, again, become the observer, be aware of where you are, how you are energetically. And as this is the last set of the 9 exhalation, inhalations, really be aware of your connection between your head and your feet and feel the ground beneath you, feel the air around you. Really feel it, that even though this is a spiral moving in different rates and vibration, you're connected and one with it, and you feel that connection head to toe. Because when we move back into our current time zone, wherever we are, we want to at least feel grounded after these practices. So it's important to feel that that connection is as strong as possible. And sometimes I like to allow a harmonizing thought to drop in. And that's one of the reasons why I hold, or I give myself a hug, because with my thumb and my fingers, I'm actually holding 5th and 2nd depth areas, which are bust line, and which are also in Jin Shin Jyutsu's teachings, all about the thoughts we have. So if this is helpful to you, when you're just sitting there in that neutral zone, just allow the thought to come through. And don't mind what the thought is. But this is harmonizing thoughts. Remember, you're the artist. Experiment. See how your spirit is guiding you, your intuition. So, That practice you can use anytime, anywhere, before you go to sleep, when you wake up, whenever you have the time. Practice makes progress. And again, choose left or right. And some of you who are more familiar with the self-help techniques will think, haven't I seen a mudra or finger hold where the thumb goes over the little and ring? Can't I just add the middle to that? Why not? Why not? Experiment. That may be something that you'll naturally find is as harmonious as you go along as holding them all individually. Up to you. Experiment. So, be-do, 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 be-do. I wish you a wonderful rest of the day, wherever you are, whatever you're being whilst doing. And I look forward to the next opportunity to share harmonizing the attitudes with our friends, the fingers, the whole world that we have in our hands. We feel it in our fingers. Toes come later, but we've got the possibilities here to harmonize absolutely everything. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Take good care. Stay safe in these extraordinary times. And remember, breathe, exhale, and naturally inhale. Stay present to what is. Transform the fear. And sooner or later, you may find all is well in your world. And maybe all is well in everybody else's world by then. Thank you.